What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to a new video. So as you guys know right now, I believe when you hit level 1900 you get the voided gloves. So when you put on the gloves, a black glove appears in the player's hand. It provides a 5% chance to get a duplicate of the called fish, and as you can see down here, you get them at level 1900, or you need about 849 million XP. That's a lot of XP, I'm not gonna lie. So I think today I'm actually gonna test out how good it is, because in theory all your fish rod should be boosted for making money. So if the fish rod makes $20 million an hour, it should make way more than that. And for this test, I'm gonna be using the Oni rod, because with this fishing rod the stats are so high, you catch so many rare fish. I mean, with this fishing rod you have high layer speed, high luck, high control, infinite weight. The resilience is negative infinitely, but it's fine because we have the spooky enchantment. So with the spooky and eerie enchantment, we're gonna make way more money. And if you guys didn't know, with the spooky enchantment, it does give you the stabbing effect, and to make things even better, the control bar goes up by 0.1. So we actually have a control bar of 0.27, which is really good. I mean, I can show you right now how big it is, and I'm just saying you catch fish really fast. I'm gonna be honest, you don't even have to look at the screen. And with the eerie enchantment, it increases fish size by 10%, and on top of that, it makes your progress bar go up by 10% as well. So overall, it's a really good setup. And I mean, with this setup, you can make close to $30 million. I'd safely say between 24 to 30, but I've been close to $30 million multiple times. Of course, at the end of the day, it's based on RNG, so you need a lot of that. And for this test, I'm gonna be using Luminous Larva. I mean, I was gonna use Gobstopper, but I feel like that is way too much luck. If I were to use this, we would have almost how much? 1300% luck. That is way too high. And also, to make it even worse, we're gonna be using Aurora Totems. So I feel like our luck might be too high for that. Because for example, when trying to catch a Scylla, if your luck is too high, you catch a lot of common fish, and we don't want that. If I catch common fish, this test is gonna be really bad. But I think for the first test, I'm gonna use no gloves. I'm just saying, the last time I used these gloves, I made less money. And that's why, going back to the Wikipedia, I'm like, we should have more information. Either we need more information on what the gloves do besides the 5% chance, because these gloves make me less money, even though it's a level 1900 reward. I mean, I would say they should buff it to 10%, but I don't know. We'll see right now. So when I finish the first test, I'll be right back. Yeah, let me just say, for starters, this fishing rod is so good for money. So for the first test with the Oni rod, I made $25.2 million an hour. I'm gonna be honest, I could have made way more money, because when fishing with this fishing rod, I barely look at the screen. I'm just saying, it's really easy to catch fish with it, and sometimes that passive triggers and makes you catch a fish instantly. So yeah, Oni rod in general, a really good fish rod. I like it a lot, and that's why I think with the voided gloves, I should make close to $30 million every single time. But at the end of the day, it's still based on RNG. But yeah, $25.2 million, really good. Oh, and also keep in mind, with the spooky and eerie enchantment, they have their own mutations. So that means in total with this fishing rod, we have 6 different mutations, I think, or maybe 5. I know it's something above 5, and I believe the highest multiplier is 7.77 times. I mean, with this fishing rod, everything on it is a 7. I'm not gonna lie though, this fishing rod is my main fishing rod for money and catching anything for a quest. But now we're gonna move on to the second test, and for that test, I'm gonna be using voided gloves. So once again, I'll be right back. Alright, you see, now we have a really big problem. So with the voided gloves, I made $16.8 million an hour, and I'm just saying that is such a massive drop off. I don't know what's happening. I'm just trying to figure out how my money dropped off by $9 million. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And also keep it in mind, I'm gonna do a few more tests with the voided gloves, because you never know, it could be a case of bad RNG, which could happen. I mean, RNG's in the game. But what makes it even crazier, I've never gone below $20 million with the Oni rod. Even if it's like 20.1, I always make over $20 million. But it wouldn't surprise me if making less than 20 million is due to bad RNG. I'm just saying, with the gloves, I always make less money than the average. So yeah, 16.8 million, I don't know about that. Oh, and also, after I do a few more tests with the voided gloves, I'm gonna do one without them, so you guys can see what I mean. Alright, but once again, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go test it out again. Alright, a little bit better, but I'm just saying it's still less money. So for the second test, I made $19.2 million. And as you can see, I'm so close to getting $20 million. But now with this test, I made $6 million less, which I mean is not that bad, but come on, it's voided gloves. And you know, one thing I noticed about the Oni rod, I still catch a lot of great cold curse sharks. And if you don't know what that fish is, you catch it at the Castaway Cliffs. It's a secret fish, like I said before. But with every single test, I was catching a bunch of them, so I think it's pretty fair. But yeah, making $19 million is not that bad. However, I was using the voided gloves. I'm actually expecting to make more than my average, so at least $26 million. Or at least maintain the average at 25, so I don't know. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna run another test. Look, I'm just saying, with this fishy rod, I could fish with my eyes closed. That's how easy it is to fish. But now we're back with the third and final test with the voided gloves. And once again, I'm pretty disappointed. So on average with the voided gloves, I made $18 million an hour. It was actually like 17.965, you know what I mean? So pretty much what I did, I rounded it up to $18 million. Only because I'm keeping one of the fish. Oh, that's right, before I forget, you're not gonna believe this. So yesterday while doing this test, I got a nuke. But because I wasn't looking, I triggered the nuke by accident. And I'm pretty sure I got it on camera, which is kind of funny. Yeah, if I have that clip, I think I'll show you guys, but I'm pretty sure I do. So yeah, as you can see, all the tests I've done with the voided gloves have failed. I've made less money across the board. And that's why I think we need more information about it. But like, I'm doing nothing different. I'm just fishing with the setup I told you guys, with the Oni Rod Luminous Larva, and with the spooky and eerie enchantment. That's all I have, I promise. I'm not like messing up on purpose. But now I think it's time to do a regular test. And this one's gonna be done without the voided gloves. I'm just hoping we make more money. Look, I'm just saying with these gloves, we should be making more money. But after I do the regular test, I'll be right back. Yeah, never mind, I'm cooked. So I did the test and I made way more money. So on average with the Oni Rod with no gloves, I made $21.4 million an hour. Like, what is going on? I mean, even though I made less than the average, I still made more than $20 million. 21 is really good. Even though I lost $4 million, I'm fine with that because I didn't see a whole point of using voided gloves, so I make more money. So yeah, I don't know right now. I think for me, I'm not gonna use avoided gloves anymore. I just make less money and I can't explain why. Could you imagine, like, for example, it tells you you have a 5% chance to catch a duplicate fish, but after you catch that fish, your next 5 are gonna be a lower tier. That'll actually be hilarious. It could be something like that, you never know. I doubt it though. I don't think fish should ever do that to us. But I think if you guys have level 1900 and the gloves, try to do this. Try to use your best fishy rod and make money with it and compare it. But I mean, on the other hand, it could matter which fishy rod you're using. For example, the Oni Rod is notorious for catching common fish with high luck. So these gloves could definitely work better with the Mouse Whipper Rod, the Evil Pitchfork, and so on. Fishy rods with less luck. Because I believe with the Elder Mouse Whipper Rod, it has a luck of 200%, with the Evil Pitchfork at 120, I think. So maybe with less luck, you could make more money. But I think in general, all fishy rods should benefit from the voided gloves. Matter of fact, let me show you something. So if we come to the wiki, as you guys see right here, we have Glitch Potion. And with the Glitch Potion, the brewing time is 3 hours and the duplicates all call fish for 10 minutes. I'm just saying with this Glitch Potion, it makes a massive difference. Like in those 10 minutes while you're fishing, you make so much money. And I believe they increase the percentage to like 10% or 15% with the gloves and make a really big difference. Wait, let me check something real quick. I think I have angler gloves. Oh, I do have the angler gloves. These are so good. If you guys don't know what these gloves, they pretty much buff all your bait. As you can see on the fish fandom obtained from the angler NPC, it boosts all bait stats by 1.1 times and also a 50% chance not to consume bait. Now I'm just saying, I think the best bait to use with is going to be glowworm. But imagine finding a good way to use the gobstopper, because with the gloves and I believe with that enchantment, which one is that one? The scavenger? I think it's scavenger. But whatever it's called, there's an enchantment that saves you bait. And now I'm kind of wondering, does it stack together? But I think I'm gonna save that test for another day. Look, I'm just trying to figure out why my voided gloves are not working as intended. I mean, they do work. I've seen it trigger so many times during the test. Let me see if this reset already. Oh, it resets at 3 hours. Would you guys believe me? Well, you see it right here, but I got a moonstone in my store and it costs $5 million. That was kind of crazy. But I think as of right now, the best way to make money in the game is going to be the angler NPC, which I think is fine, but it pretty much replaced regular fishing. Like at the angler NPC, handing in one dragon will make you over $50 million. And that's just one dragon, which is crazy. But yeah, but I think for the most part, that's all I got for today. Now for the voided gloves, I don't think I'm ever going to use them because they make me less money. Or I don't know, maybe I'll test it with other fishy rods. We'll see what happens. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these gloves and if you like them. And also tell me if you see a really big difference or a little difference, something. Because for me, the difference is negative. But yeah, if you're new to today's video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.